stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Throws into the middle of the field. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Quarterback's throwing away from heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Finds a crease at the 20. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneak gets it done.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's French. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the left. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
He's loose. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds some fresh air. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They'll try the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive. They're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. The screen, he can go. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He is stopped short, and the gamble on the 2 to try to go on top comes up short. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it to him on the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
He's going to take off. Lots of running room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Firing to the right, complete.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guy.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Manning. Forced out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Just snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. You want to talk about ending the first quarter on a bang. A huge chunk play before they finally get him out of bounds to end the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense.
Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's French. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it for a big play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys.
And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Belt. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The play-action fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got rid of it just in time.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Frazier. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Georgia going up tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down...
There he goes! They'll ride him out of bounds after the goal pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you add my stats.
I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Manning. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got an alley. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Goes toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Looking downfield on first down. And down he goes back at the 3. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feel.
He's got it on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Back to pass, it's Manning. Quarterback adapting. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This dude is lighting it up for the horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little screen to the running back. On the move is the 30. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll keep it on the ground. Fights off a defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the run, it's McCray. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something we practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. going to the run to start this second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Now on second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw at Stockton. Caught near the sticks. It's Belt. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got his man downfield. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Dogs! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Boom. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Skips away from pressure. Oh, better look out. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack from both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Going over the top. He got it. Touchdown, Texas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Frazier.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan. He's paying off that confidence.
Georgia going up tempo. They'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage or reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
He fires to the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Dances away. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying the left side. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking for room. It's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Humphries. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the front.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Stop short of the marker, and they stop in this defense, and they get the ball back.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. There he goes. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result,
he's looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They've got the screen set up. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. The option look. He'll toss it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Using his legs to buy some time. Fires downfield. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, or when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Got his man. Oh, a lot of space. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going up top again. Oh, they're after him. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size. Because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
fire. Going to try to get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it. He has the first and still on his feet.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
They'll give it to the back. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finds a little space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They want that clock to run. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Running to the left. Got a little space. It's a seam wide open. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll give it to him again.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
They make the to stop it. He'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
What an absolute battle. What a Donnybrook haymaker met with counterpunch after counterpunch. Both worthy of being top 5 teams. Both championship caliber ball clubs. And they might run into each other again.
I think that's likely to happen, honestly. These are two really, really good-looking teams. And if you're the #1 team that just went down, obviously you got beat and you're going to have to rebound from this. But you lost to a really, really good opponent. And I think when they go back and watch the film, David, they'll see some small mistakes and things that happened that they know if we fix that, we could beat this team if we play them again.
Yeah, there's no reason to hang your head. This is a really, really good football team. You take this, you learn from it, you try to grow, and you realize, if I'm going to win a championship,
stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in down the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the...
He wants to take the top off. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Humphries. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Gonna look downfield again. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Georgia going back to work with another first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Second down coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Flips it out on the screen. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a fourth down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The Longhorns get it past the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Unloads to the right. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Dogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Unloads it downfield. Snags it on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Well, if you want to get something done, you better just do it yourself. Nobody open in the end zone that time. Quarterback's able to scramble and get in for 2.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw. It's Manning. He slings it deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quickly complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body.
He's going for it all. Catch in stride inside the 15. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the deep sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quick completion on the out.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run the toss. Plows through the defense. Defenders everywhere behind the line, and down he goes for a loss of 9. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, going to the air. Here's a heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Rush is on him, trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense trying to take it back. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Texans! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Grab near the marker, it's Bell. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage?
Intercepted! intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. The short hands, it's Frazier. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Frazier. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Bringing the heat. And the quick shuffle pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be third and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dumps it to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
That's caught. It's Branch. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
With the catch, it's Branch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Defense in press coverage. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Now improvising. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He gets it in there for the 2, and he'll chop a couple off that lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air. It's Manning. Firing deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Floating away. He'll pull it down. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He tries to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it, so the windows are not going to be very...
He's got it, first down and more. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Finds his man. It's Frazier. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. It looks like they're going to have to throw it, but as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move.
Going for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking left. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Under fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
Zings it complete to the right. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Makes the grab. It's Humphries. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find. find them and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll go to the air. Under fire. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. The throw. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. A shot toward the end zone. Got it! Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
56, Georgia, 30.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Here he goes. 10. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Branch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. He is having a day Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to...
Time to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win.
He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Here's the pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Pressure coming. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th.